Good morning. Welcome to today's Morning Moxie with Larisa. On this channel, we like to offer bite-sized pieces of motivation and inspiration to jumpstart your day. We talk about best practices for business, leadership, personal development, and growing and becoming. So we publish at least 3 times a week, and we hope that you will subscribe if you haven't done so already. Now, today's topic is focus. We are starting a 3-part series for this whole week. There will be 3 areas of focus that we feel will help you jumpstart your day and be more productive. So with that said, let's get started. Now, by definition, the word focus means clarity. And when you are clear on your purpose and what it is you're working on, that can lead to greater success. That is the expectation in any case. And so for this topic today, we want to give you some tips and strategies on how being focused can help you be more productive. With productivity comes greater accomplishment and, again, leads to greater success. So focus starts with funneling your energy into blocks of time. So we have all these things that we need to take care of. And so when you think about it, sometimes it's easy to become overwhelmed. But if you focus your energy into blocks of time so that you are dedicating or otherwise allocating, X amount of time to accomplish this, X amount of time to accomplish that, and X amount of time to accomplish that, that helps you be more systematic and focused, if you will, on getting the right things done at the right time. And that said, you obviously don't want to schedule back to back because there are those interruptions that happen. So plan your day by funneling your energy into specific blocks of time, because otherwise you're expending extra energy just kind of being all over the place, and not a lot is going to get done except increasing your stress level, and that's not what we're about. Now, you want to also optimize your outcomes by really setting effective goals. You've heard of the SMART. What is that? Specific, measurable, actionable, and reasonable, and then time-based. Not reasonable, related to what you're trying to accomplish. So if you are optimizing your goals by using that acronym, if you will, that will help keep you on the right path. Because if you find that you have set goals that haven't actually been accomplished, then you have to ask yourself, was that goal really set if you weren't actually motivated to take action? Now, we also want to suggest that you choose an easy win to help you start the day. Now, one of the things I've talked about in the past is, say, for example, reading 10 minutes a day can help you actually finish at least 1 book a month, depending on how fast you read. It could be 2 books a month. Most people don't read. So if you do that, that's an easy win, number one, and that puts you up above everyone else. So if you choose an easy win for the day, that normally sets the tone, because you're already feeling positive and uplifted, you got something done. Or you could do something like some exercise, because knocking that exercise off first really also makes you feel proud and productive, because if you wait till the end of the day, chances are you're going to be wiped out and you're not going to get it done. And you want to look at utilizing the first 2 to 4 hours for the heavy lifting. Now, I am almost a rehabilitated night owl. I still say it, that I'm a night owl, because I like to work at night. But I'm thinking that might be more towards things that are physical, or not necessarily the most important things, because I have found that when I dedicate those first 2 hours of my morning to focus time, I feel I can actually get so much more done. Like, I can write big chunks of content, like, writing pages in a book for your book, or, content creation, or working with numbers. Getting that heavy lifting done early in the first part of your day is crucial, because even though you should schedule some open time in your calendar for those interruptions, depending on what the event is, it could just throw your complete day off track, and then nothing gets done. So do the heavy lifting first. Always schedule some open time in between, And then no matter what happens, you've handled the meaty part of the day, the most important things of the day, and some of those lighter priorities can roll over to the next day, be delegated, or just not happen at all, depending on how important they were. And then lastly, we talked about this scheduling, these blocking and what have you, but you really must actually schedule the time. Do not keep it up here. We have way too much going on up there. There's just quite there's quite a lot of activity going on up there, and you have all these little voices, these demands, and these things that are talking to you that are conflict. So it's best that you write them in your calendar actually, and assign a time, just like when you prepare a meeting agenda. Prepare your calendar that way, that this meeting will take this amount of time, this report should take this amount of time, and this activity will take this amount of time, and this break in between is going to take this amount of time, and that should include time for exercise, getting up, stretching, getting some coffee. Do not skip your breakfast and your lunch, because you need that fuel for your energy. So each one of those little letters represents some specific ways you can focus your day, funnel your time, optimize your schedule, choose an early win, utilize the first 2 hours for the heavy lifting, and schedule all of these activities into your calendar. So that has been today's Morning Moxie. It's a lot to grab onto, so use the acronym to help you remember that how you can focus early in the morning, focus your day for greater success. So that's it for today, and we will see you on the next Morning Moxie. If you haven't done so already, we do invite you to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.